Hey Zips fans, down on the field with the game-winning goal scorer in today's game as the Akron Zips take down Miami of Ohio 2-0 on this Sunday afternoon. Sydney, how did it feel now that you've scored 2 games in a row, the game-winning goal, last Sunday and now this Sunday, as you guys improved to 2-2 in Mack play?
It feels good. I just think that up until now I've kind of been off the radar, but I'm trying to get back out there and just going to everything that I can.
What did you see on the goal attempt that when I was obviously off of a corner, came in, you were able to head it in? What was your sort of angle and look as the ball came towards you?
Well, it kind of felt like it was in slow motion. I don't know if everybody relates to that, but I was kind of watching it and I was like, I think I can get up there, so I just went for it, and luckily I connected with it and it went in.
And then given how things went against Ball State earlier this week, a game that you guys played very, very well in, and it felt like you guys maybe should have come away with a win, how important was it to get a W here on Sunday and sort of reconcile things for the week and now be 2-2 in Mack play?
Well, we knew we had to win this game. Like, coming into this weekend, we really wanted 6 points. So when we lost those 3, we knew we had to come and win this game just to keep ourselves on track and keep moving forward.
Back down the field with Kayleigh Penton, who notched her first goal as an Akron Zip today. Just talk a little bit about how it felt to get your first score here as an Akron Zip.
It felt really good because one of my individual goals for the season was to score, so putting one on the back of the net just really felt great.
I asked Sydney the same question, but what did you see on your goal attempt? Obviously, you started in the corner, taking the corner attempt, and then it was sort of the byproduct of the ball sort of getting caught in the middle there, out in the box, and then out to you, and you just sort of ripped one. What was your angle? What did you think when you kicked it?
After I took the corner, I shut off from Abby, and I just, I saw the angle, I saw the back of the net, and I just hit it, and thank God it went in.
2 weeks into Mack play, you guys are 2-2. Just what are your thoughts so far as how the team has sort of come together, how they're playing as you continue into this Mack schedule?
I think so far we've came out really strong this season. I'm excited to see where it takes us because we're chasing that ring, obviously, and if we keep going with all this momentum forward, I think we have a really good shot.
One more time, this time joined by the head coach of the Akron women's soccer team, Noreen Herlihy. After a awesome win for the Akron Zips, they finished the game 2-0 in front of Miami of Ohio. You get now to 2-2 in Mack play to start the season, and as I sort of said to Sydney, reconcile the week a little bit, because I know you felt leaving that game earlier in the week against Ball State that you guys did enough to win. Today, you came out and you did get the win. What were your overall thoughts in the match?
Well, obviously we're delighted for the players. It's picking up 3 points is vital. They were ahead of us going into today's game on points, and we knew it was a vital game for us. And I think this group is mentally tough enough. The spirit is good enough. Their fitness is good enough so they can take it when we're actually telling them this is pretty much a must-win game to stay in the mix here early in the season. So, and the beauty of this group is that they're resilient and they embrace that. And and they went out. They knew it was an important game. We freshened things up to monitoring some workloads. We started 3 new players from the Friday night's game, and that's important that we're kind of looking at that too. And so it worked. And we're just delighted for the win. It was very deserving, obviously.
What is it about Sundays? 2 straight Sundays now where you've shut out a Mack opponent and you've won 2-0. Just what brings out the best in your team, it seems like, on these Sunday matches?
Well, Sunday is always a tough game because, when you're working during the week, you're kind of really looking at the Friday night game, and we had 2 very tough Friday night games with, the defending champs opening Friday and then, the other night against Ball State. So it shows the character of this team, Spence. We've talked about this all along. They're tough. We're not perfect. We're not the finished product yet with the the collective group. We're still learning. We're still improving. But as I said, the spirit is there within the squad, the fitness is there, and the mentality is definitely there. And so you got to grind out Sunday games because you're fatigued, you're playing 48 hours later. We have a small squad, as you know, and the players we entrusted to go in and start the game for us today got the job done, and the players that came in off the bench did a fine job, and that's what you need. And so it's a collective effort from top to bottom.
2 goals that were scored today coming off of corners, one directly off the corner, the other one sort of a byproduct of the ball getting sort of lost in the middle and then put back out, where obviously Kayleigh was able to deliver on a nice shot there. Just how nice was it to get 2 goals coming off of corners? Because I know that has been an area this year where you guys have gotten more corner kicks in a lot of games and you haven't necessarily put them away. So how did it feel to sort of come away with 2 goals off of that those sets?
Well, it was excellent, right? I mean, we work on them a lot. We know, goals are hard to come by in this league, and we put Anya in there today because she's technically a nice little player, and we know she can whip balls in. And so for her to assist on that first goal was everything we were looking for, today. And Worthy had a great header, of course, and it's good to see Worthy getting on the score sheet now as well. And then the second one, when the ball broke, Abby Brown did an excellent job. She made a very, very smart decision by playing the ball out wide to a player that was wide open, and instead of just getting it back into the mix, she saw the space. We were talking about that a lot in training every day. They're sick of probably me saying it all the time, is find the space, move the ball in there, and I thought Abby did a great job to do that, and KP obviously had a great finish.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win. A big one for you guys, and as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Keep up with all things Akron Women's Soccer over at GoZips.com. Until next time, Go Zips.